Canadian Nationals was progressing right along. Today we had a chance to speak with Lyra, who previously has shown in the quarter horse and Appaloosa world, but has started showing Arabian horses. Canadian Nationals was her very first Arabian horse show, and it's going quite well.
My name is Lyra Wagoner. This is Mr. Universe, and we're from Tucson, Arizona. This is my first trip to Canadian Nationals. I started showing Arabians less than a year ago. I grew up showing quarter horses and Appaloosas. I've been with Scott Shiley for almost 25 years now, and he finally convinced me to come to the Arabian breed now that there is a whole movement with adult equitation classes. I loved showing quarter horses and Appaloosas. I loved all the pattern classes. They were great breeds, and I learned so much, and it was such a huge part of my childhood. I love the Arabian breed. There's so much versatility. The animals are obviously gorgeous, but there's so much versatility in the breed. For this show, this is Mr. Universe's first year doing the equitation classes and trail. Those are all new events for him. He was a reiner in his previous life. We're not doing the reining, so we're turning him into an all-around pattern horse. So I showed him in the horsemanship, the trail, and the showmanship. We took a reserve national champion title in the English trail. There were really tough courses here, and we had some really good rides, so it was a lot of fun. I am also showing a sport horse, Moxbury Bay, and I did the equitation where I took a top 10, and then we're also showing her in the in-hand and sport horse under saddle later today. At this Canadian National Show, I've noticed a lot of similarities in the equitation classes for the other breeds that I've shown. You still have to go out there, have a great ride, and have a perfect pattern to be in the winner's circle, so there's really no difference there. It's great to see huge turnout. The showmanship, I hear, is the biggest it's ever been for the adult amateur showmanship, and that's great. Tough classes, tons of competition. That's, again, the reason that Scott convinced me to come to this breed and to get back into showing. So as an industry and a breed, I think that there has been a huge movement. I've seen it just in the short year that I've been back in it, to make sure that all of our regional and local shows are getting patterns added to their classes. It's so important to be able to run through a class just like it will be at the national shows, getting more consistency in judging. I know that that has been a trend as well, and I think that we're absolutely getting there. So just want to thank all the different commissions at these horse shows for listening to our feedback, getting equitation classes and pattern classes on the schedule. It means a lot when we come to the national show and see that even some of these adult amateur classes were bigger than the youth classes. So I know there's discussion about splitting some of the age groups for the adult amateurs now that there's so much turnout in these classes, and I'm excited to see what next year is going to hold as we continue to evolve the adult equitation movement. I would love to come back to Canadian Nationals. It's a long haul from Arizona. I know we're looking ahead to US Nationals and Scottsdale, so I don't know if we'll get back here next year, but I absolutely want to come back. It's been a great show for our barn and a lot of different events. We had several titles in the equitation classes in the barn, and so we definitely want to come back. This has been a wonderful show.
Thank you, Lyra, and we hope to see you at many more shows. We are celebrating our Canadian and U.S. troops during Armed Forces Day today by wearing red. Local military personnel joined us during each session to present the awards, and a special flag presentation was given during the evening session. Thank you to everyone involved. Also during evening session, a special tribute to Sheila Varian was given in remembrance of her legacy and all that she has done for the Arabian horse industry.
Good evening, I'm Cynthia Richardson, and we just are here tonight to honor Sheila Varian. She has been one of our leader breeders for many, many years, and it's exciting to have known Sheila and to be able to visit her farm. She's one of those visionaries that it's always exciting to meet, and I think I first heard Sheila speak at a convention 25 or 30 years ago, and she talked about having a vision, and I think that's so important for breeders in general, is that she knew what she wanted. She believed a horse should be beautiful, but he should also be versatile and very trainable and be athletic, and she spent literally 10 generations of horses that she bred, and each time tried to improve on them, and she really didn't. She had both Western horses. She was in every discipline. So she had hunter horses, Western horses, English horses, endurance horses, all of that. But you know, every single one of them was very trainable and stayed sound, and that was Sheila's criteria for a great horse. And so you came to her farm and there was these beautiful Arabians, but then you knew every single one of them that was there. And if they didn't meet that criteria, then Sheila did not keep them. So she only bred forward with what she believed in, and she believed very strongly in the mares, and she believed very strongly in a mare tail line. So she would look at pedigrees and look at what the mares had been, and the mares were successful and great horses, then that was the criteria or maybe the benchmark that Sheila would accept them. And so she grew up in California and was very active in the vaquero industry as far as learning how to do that, how to train her horses to do that, how to participate with that. And then she really set a benchmark when she won the Working Rein Cow in up in the Bay Area, because there had never been a woman or an amateur or an Arabian that had competed at all that I know of, and certainly none had ever won. And she went up there and won that competition against all the professionals on their quarter horses, and this was just something that had never been seen or done by an Arabian horse. And so consequently, because of that, she was inducted into the Calgar Hall of Fame and was renowned and had lots and lots of what I would call other horsey friends besides the Arabian horsey friends. So Sheila is going to be greatly missed by all of us, and we're lucky that the farm and the tradition is going to carry on for a period of time, so there'll still be Varian horses available and still continue that legacy that she started for us. So Sheila will miss you.